Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Empressive channel. The Atlanta rap scene is in shambles after finding out that Young Thug was kikiing with the feds. Their most revered gangster rapper is a snitch, y'all. He's a snitch. After criticizing and denouncing everybody for snitching, look at him. He was exposed for snitching too. Well, look at how them tables turn. Now, an audio of his interrogation was leaked online, and that's when people found out that he started ratting. And this interrogation was actually related to his RICO case. For those who don't know, Young Thug was indicted for being the head of a criminal enterprise called YSL, which is his label, but it's also his gang. A slew of Young Thug's affiliates from YSL were indicted in this whole case, and they were accused of doing gang-related activity, including shooting, robbing, murdering, drug possession, gun possession, you name it. And Young Thug didn't make the situation any better when he would rap about some of the crimes in his songs. And a lot of these YSL members ended up taking plea deals to avoid the maximum sentence. So all of them ended up cooperating with the police and they started snitching. And this included Young Thug's brother and his artist, Gunna. And the prosecutors were kind of foul with the type of charges they were putting on people. I mean, they hit Gunna with a RICO charge over this one incident where he and Thug were pulled over and they were caught with drugs and a stolen gun in their car. Now, the gun did not belong to Gunna. The drugs did not belong to Gunna. But they tried to use this incident to claim that he was involved in gang activity and he was guilty of RICO. And Gunna was like, man, I'm not about to spend years behind bars over something I did not do. So he did end up taking a plea deal. And in return, he had to cooperate with the feds. And so he confirmed that YSL is a gang.
YSL is a music label and a gang. And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, a lot of people were calling Gunna a snitch over this. They were saying that his career was over and everything like that. And also, Young Thug was very, very upset. Young Thug has said on record that he doesn't like snitches. He doesn't deal with snitches. And he feels like Gunna betrayed him. And so he basically had a lot of people in the industry turn on Gunna, including the rappers Lil Baby and Lil Durk. Now, what ended up happening is some of his jail calls were leaked of him talking down on Gunna.
I really be like that. Like, I wish you don't never get no pussy no more. You don't never get another dollar in the world. Like, you don't deserve nothing. You don't deserve nothing. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Man, you don't deserve nothing. But you the worst.
Yeah.
But you don't deserve nothing. Like, man, you don't deserve nothing. You don't deserve no pussy. Nigga did that shit to get out for a hoe, bro. Listen to a jail calling shit just straight, just, damn, man. I love you, baby. What you doing? Man, yeah, I'm gonna be back with you in a minute. When you go to talking like that, all that little tight shit, like, man, watch out. I literally don't hate nobody in the entire world but him. I hate him. But business, business is business. You never earned the #1 album. I spent $50 extra grand buying fucking streams, $50,000 buying streams for you. He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a gang. He said YSL is a gang. You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full-blown lie. I ain't ever committed no crime. Duke ain't committed no crime. Yak ain't committed no crime. Them the only 3 people you know on this case. Ain't now one of them committed no crime. So who the fuck is you talking about? Nigga, you just made it a motherfucking RICO case. You just made it a case.
Now, I do understand why Young Thug was upset with Gunna for saying that, because it did really enable the prosecutors to really put this RICO charge on him. Now, luckily for Young Thug, he did not go to prison for RICO. He actually took a plea deal and he's now on 15 years probation. It's a very strict probation, but he's not in prison, so that's good for him. Still, he was going around the industry saying that Gunna is a snitch, don't work with him. And so Gunna basically was ostracized. And funny enough, Gunna still ended up thriving. He still ended up selling records, selling out shows. And while he was doing all of this, he was making Young Thug's label money and he was paying for Thug's legal fees. So Gunna didn't lose in the situation at all. In fact, he made the right decision. when he kind of distanced himself from YSL, because he realized that none of these people cared about him for real. They wouldn't spit on him if he was on fire. Young Thug hates his guts. These people in the industry like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, they don't like him for real. The very same people who he did big records with and made money with, they turned on him in a heartbeat. So why would he be loyal to people who aren't loyal to him? Listen, there's no honor amongst thieves, okay? If a person doesn't have good character, you can't expect them to be loyal. None of these guys are loyal. Everybody is out for self. They're gonna preserve themselves. So it shouldn't be no surprise that they all ended up turning on each other in the end, because all them YSL members took a plea deal and they started snitching. Every last one, including Young Thug. Now, Young Thug may not have snitched as much as the others, but he sat in that interrogation room with 2 detectives, and in the beginning of the interview, he said, listen, I'll tell you what you need to know. Just don't tell people that I'm giving you information. That's what he said at the beginning, and he didn't even have to say anything. I mean, his lawyer wasn't present, so he didn't have to talk, but he did. And he also kind of threw his homeboy Peewee Roscoe under the bus and slipped up and said that he dealt drugs to Lil Wayne, and also he brought his name up when he was questioned about Lil Wayne's tour bus being shot up, because if you don't know, Young Thug sided with Birdman against Lil Wayne when they had their issues, and this of course created a beef between Young Thug and Wayne, and some people believe that Thug sent Roscoe to shoot up Wayne's tour bus, but there hasn't been any proof connecting him to the shooting. Either way, he still brought up Roscoe's name, and some people believe that he was snitching. And this goes against everything Young Thug stands on.
When they lock you up and they want to question you or anything, just at least buck on them, like, make them feel like you ain't gonna tell, like.
2 hours later.
They're doing what now, brother?
I said them niggas was damn near more brothers than Bird and Wayne.
Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne were more
This
than.
nigga used to bring Wayne his drugs. Like, trust them. I don't know what the fuck happened with them fools. Cause the night with the shit when Lil Wayne too was that got shot up on Expressway or some shit.
Yeah, that's what happened in Cobb. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened at the club in Cobb. I was in New Orleans.
The club was in Atlanta, but yeah, it
but it
happened
was
in
Clark
Cobb.
County.
Yeah.
Shooting or some shit. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't want to like block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. I don't fucking know. Just knowing Roscoe, that fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro. But I don't fucking know, because every day nigga broke a fucking ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
So Young Thug told the feds he didn't want to ruin their case by saying that Roscoe didn't shoot up Wayne's bus. That sounds kind of wild, but Roscoe did come to Thug's defense, and he threw the other YSL members under the bus. And this, of course, created a whole lot of chaos.
I'm gonna show you, no, Thug ain't no snitch. I'm gonna show y'all what a snitch is tomorrow. I'm gonna show you in black and white with no despite. Yeah, Ralo is a rat. Who else wrong? Because I don't even like rat. That ain't nothing that I'm in tune with. Who else? Sergio, all my co-defendants, you feel what I'm saying? Come on, man. Only one of them kept it solid, Jeffrey Lamar Williams.
Now, the other YSL affiliates came out blazing against Young Thug and Roscoe, including Ralo, Mondo, and Woody. They were going back and forth on social media. Paperwork was being exposed. I mean, it was a mess.
You know what I mean? Simple as that. If I ain't did that to nobody and I'm being accused of a crime, why are you putting my name in a song talking about if somebody do something to you, what I'm going to do to them? Why is you putting that song out there if I'm being investigated for a crime I got nothing to do with and the police is thinking that I'm the #1 suspect? Peewee Roscoe, you know damn well not to mention me. Boy, you know I ain't got no sense. You remember we was at the Sky House? Me, you, and Thug was sitting in the car, and that damn trans vest walked past, and Thug tapped you and said, Peewee, what's up with that? And you told Thug how you stuck your dick lean up in it. Don't get me started, nigga.
To come home, still talking about, oh, nigga ratted, nigga rat, nigga da-da-da-da. Bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your ass, bro. Cause you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence in a RICO and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now look, it came back and bought you in the ass. He brainwashed people. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about under like Gunna ratted from saying yes ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a nigga a rat by saying shit? They said Roscoe shot the bus up. And then a nigga like Roscoe did 10 years behind this shit. And you just got on the internet tomorrow, a nigga didn't rat on you? Boy, your ass so brainwashed, it's sickening.
It's a sad day in Atlanta right now. We have an old homeless dude by the name of Roscoe who has lost his Section 8 apartment due to the fact he was found guilty of dick riding in the first degree.
But let's go from the beginning. Who the fuck started all this bullshit in Atlanta? Whoever started all this puss ass shit in the game, period. One, the first thing Thug did was try to turn Birdman against Lil Wayne. Take his album name, try them up, that shit lame. Then he tell on the nigga that's supposed to handle the business. Then he turned on motherfucking Rich Homie, tried to turn the whole world against Rich Homie. And then at the same time, before this man death, he told us out his own mouth that this was one of the darkest times of his life. Then he turned around and took the whole motherfucking world against Wildfin and Lucci. Yeah, he tried to turn everybody against Lucci. Now all these three things is 100%. Everybody can go back and look at this. This ain't from Ralo. Then he turned around, he was beefing with Future, calling my phone. Future, calling Future, like going back and forth on the motherfucking internet. Boom. Then he turned around, he see Gunna surpassing every nigga in the industry. Now he called to the street, turn everybody in the world against motherfucking Gunna. Everything that done happened in Atlanta, everybody going against each other. Why? Because his puss ass, his bitch ass been doing nothing but whole shit around the wall. He thought he was Pablo Escobar. So Wham and everybody in the city turning their back on everybody. For what? For some this bitch ass nigga said.
They were going in on Young Thug, and Young Thug is not a good person. I mean, obviously, look at his name, but seriously, he's not a good person. He's sneaky, he's messy, he's always creating division, he's kind of ruthless. Not even kind of ruthless, he is. I mean, he allegedly has been behind some murders. So he's all these things, and he's a huge hypocrite. I don't even know why Mariah the scientist is into him. I mean, they are so mismatched to me, but that's a whole nother topic for another video. I mean, all I could think is maybe he's casting love spells on her. I don't know. And Mariah recently was trolled at her show. Somebody held up a sign to her saying, "Tell Thug he's a rat." Also, I want to talk about this. Young Thug's phone call with 21 Savage was also leaked, which I thought was very suspicious too. I don't know if Gunna's team is behind it or the DA's behind it, but either way, it's making Young Thug look crazy. But I will say Young Thug was spilling some tea. He actually admitted to buying streams for Gunna's album DS Forever so he could beat the Weeknd's first week numbers. And he also said that the Weeknd's label owner Cash XO is used to botting numbers for the Weeknd too. So the Weeknd sales are basically inflated.
You never earned the #1 album. I spent $50,000 buying streams for you to beat Weeknd. Like, and Cash know the same plug, so Cash could have did the same thing. But Cash like let it go. Cash just like spat down, like, man, let it be on the way. I ain't finna snap down like a player.
Also, Young Thug was on the phone with 21 Savage, and 21 Savage seemed to be more reasonable. He was on Young Thug's side, but he didn't want to just outright diss Gunna either. And he called Lil Baby and Lil Durk out for clout chasing too because they diss Gunna.
I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't finna with you until just say so.
But you know,
that's what
like,
they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
niggas
really
trying to go at him to get clout. Yes, they have. Durk
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham, them niggas ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy shit. That ain't really saying that to them.
Yeah,
that's
but
just like, damn, I'm disappointed.
That. Yeah, but that's still
but guess what, though, that
what
makes
your position is, man.
But
I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying
yeah, they jumped the gun.
Now, even though Young Thug claims that Lil Baby, who he calls Wham, is solid, he also criticized him for actually being in business with P from the label Quality Control. And he called P a rat, and he criticized Lil Baby for still staying cool with him. So he's judging Lil Baby for working with a man who changed his life and put a bunch of money in his pocket.
Man, that Wham, that was your ever get too, rocking with the motherfucking rat. And you be preaching about that shit too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. You get wrong about that anyway. I understand all that. Help put you on. Listen, man. Yeah, it's a rat. I don't give what help. That nigga give me $1 million. Man, you're a rat.
Young Thug called Gucci Man soft for even doing business with P again. He said that he got soft after he came out of jail.
To be signed to Gucci. P used to be signed to Gucci Man. Go out, end up going to jail. I gave you them turned soft. Start with him.
Now, P dragged Young Thug for calling him a rat. He also dragged Roscoe as well. And he told them, listen, he ain't no street man. He is a tax-paying citizen, okay? He's running a business and he shouldn't be held to these street rules. And he also called out Young Thug's hypocrisy over calling him a rat when he was ratting too. I'm telling you, Young Thug is a huge hypocrite. He's not a good person at all. He really is not. But I will say P is a little shady himself, because I was surprised to hear that he sold his label Quality Control to Scooter Braun for over $300 million without telling his artist Lil Baby. I think he sold Lil Baby's music rights in that deal as well, and that is shady.
But Scooter Braun offered Wham $150 million. Scooter Braun told Wham, I want to buy your rights, so I'm gonna give you $150 million. Wham tell this nigga, nah, I'm cool. I gotta bring P to the meeting. Nigga went straight around Wham and called P and bought the whole label from P. The whole conversation started from Scooter Braun trying to buy Lil Wham, trying to buy him out of the deal too. He wanted to buy Wham out of the deal. Like, I want you to be with me. See, I thought he just sold the label. Man, your ass sold the goddamn copyrights. Man, he sold everything. You went out bad. Man, you could have got $600-700 million for that shit, nigga. But your ass went out bad.
Whoo-wee. Man, the Atlanta rap scene is cooked. But anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.